Well, good morning, everybody. I wanted to take some time to go over week 3. I spent all day, just a little background, I spent all day yesterday traveling. Oh, what fun it is to sit in an airport as you're catching connecting flights. Had a great time visiting the folks, so all is well. Glad to be home. So what you see in my background is where I do my work at my house. And so just so you know when you see something a little different in the background, what's going on. So let's go talk about week 3. What are expectations for week 3? Here we have the introduction to the week. And with this particular week, we're going to be talking about the 4 basic callings that Gordon Smith talks about and how you might be able to help yourself by prioritization. So that's going to happen. We have our lesson objectives. We're going to have you create a presentation this week. You're going to apply some of your research methods. You're going to learn how to better apply your MLA citations, express the benefits of thinking vocationally, and understand how to be effective in your work with time management. So this week we go along and we read, for your reading, you have your Covey reading, which will help you to put priorities in your life, putting first things first. With Smith, you're going to be looking at thinking vocationally and what are the 4 different callings that Smith has for you. And then the Lunsford Everyday Writing, we're looking at preparing a research project and figuring out how to do all of that. We have some online videos for you looking at PowerPoint presentations, what to create, how to create, and looking at creating a personal mission statement paper. That should help you. And then we're looking at some audios and videos. Actually, these will be videos. What Stephen Covey taught me about time management and looking at the research process. That's by our school, actually, and how they want you to do. You do have an assignment that's non-graded just to help you to apply the research methods. Again, let's go back and let's talk about the PowerPoint presentation. This one is worth 50 points, and it's to help you to anchor that information on the 4 callings that Smith talks about. Um, you will review the callings and identify one which you believe fits you best. So you're looking at the 4 of them, but which one do you think fits you best? Some of you may be in business and you're like, well, I feel the call of God in my life, but maybe your call is to be right there where you are. So those are the things to think about. My calling is education, education and teaching. For a long time, I denied that calling, and it wasn't until I actually until I was in my early 40s that I realized that really my calling was in teaching, and I am ever so glad that I've made that realization, that the Lord brought that to my attention so that I could feel more at home at what I was doing. We want you to create a 7-slide presentation. Be sure to look at the MLA style PowerPoint presentation with the link and don't overload each slide, and make sure that you provide notes in this section to help me understand what it is you're trying to convey with each of the slides that you create. When you're done, you go ahead and submit that. We have a procrastination flowchart. One of the things that some of you have already recognized is that it's hard for you to get yourself organized. Are you procrastinating? And we're hoping that this flow chart will help you realize how you're procrastinating and maybe what you can do to break that cycle. There is a just a reminder, basically, an introduction to assignment 10, the personal mission statement. What are you going to be doing with that? It's not due until week 7. But we wanted to give you plenty of time to begin to look at writing this particular paper. It is longer than what you've been used to doing. It is, we're asking for you to look to write of 3 to 5 pages. Again, MLA formatting. Be sure to include references appropriately, citations appropriately. You know, your works cited page, by the way, is not, your works cited page is not included in the 3 to 5 pages. So you need to begin to look at that. What you're going to do with this is once you have it written and it's graded, we're going to want you to upload it to your ePortfolio site. And then finally, we're going to look at the discussion questions, just as you've done in other weeks, the previous 2 weeks. And it's looking at asking you questions about how you spend your time, looking at your prioritization, how you do that. And again, you know, you might want to include what happened when you took the procrastination flow sheet just to see how you felt about it, and what do you need to change in order to meet the demands of your academic schedule. I believe that's it for this week. Look forward to hearing from you. Oh, by the way, expectations, your grades, your papers that you turned in this week should be graded by Friday, and your discussions. So you can start to expect that. You may get them a little earlier. We'll just see how it goes. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.